chin balloons.
Sure.
So all swelling and...
It's crazy too. Like I went to high school all 4 years in London, England, at the American school in London, England. And there's only...
It's called the American School?
It's called the American School in London, England. That's why I don't have an accent, because everyone was just American at the school, and everyone...
Oh, really? So it was actually everyone at the school was American?
Right, and in England they have like different fucking kind of high school. It's like it's not grades, it's like forms. You graduate, and when you're 16, it's all different curriculum. But this is in England, in London, and you take SATs. You have like
So it's just like American?
It's an American school in London, yeah.
Your folks were living in England?
Folks, correct. Yeah, I grew up in 5 different countries.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was born in England, and when I was 6 months old, moved to Brazil. My family moved to Brazil. It's like it's no one would ever fucking guess this, but my dad was like a baller ass corporate executive.
Really?
And when I was 6 months old, my family moved to Brazil because my dad became the president of Pepsi Cola in all of Brazil.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he did. So they were fucking going, you know, they had shit going on. Like,
right.
They had live-in maids. And I was raised by fucking, like, these Brazilian servants that lived in the house. So I spoke my first words in Portuguese.
Wow.
Because my parents didn't... My parents just didn't fucking pay attention to me at all.
So that's what made you crazy.
Perhaps, yeah.
How do they deal with you now?
Well, my mom died in 2003, and my dad and I are fucking tight as fuck. Everything that...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, everything that like drove us apart brought us together.
Oh.
But yeah, I spoke my first words in Portuguese in Brazil. When I was 2 years old, moved to Venezuela, and I spoke fluent Spanish in nursery school in Caracas, Venezuela.
Holy shit.
When I was 4 years old, moved to Connecticut. So by the time I was 3... I spoke 3 languages fluently. By the time I was 5, I forgot 2 of them completely. And then when I was 6 years old, we moved to Miami. When I was 9 years old, moved to London, England. When I was 12 years old, moved to Canada, lived in Toronto. And then 13 years old, back to England, and I stayed there all through high school.
Wow, so this is all your dad just being an executive for different companies?
Dad, yeah, with the move from Brazil to Venezuela, Dad got promoted to... the president of Pepsi Cola in like South America, I think. Maybe all of South America. I'm not sure. Then, when we moved to Connecticut, I want to say that's when Dad became a big tobacco CEO.
Whoa,
which is hilarious. Yeah.
Did he smoke?
He never fucking took a puff on a cigarette in his life ever.
Wow, just doing it as an executive.
Yeah, fucking dude, Dad sold soda, Pepsi, fucking
just sold death,
sugar water, and then cigarettes. And then when we were living in Miami, this was the 1980s, and all of a sudden it came to light that cigarettes were bad for you, right? And all the tobacco companies started buying up food companies. Yeah, because they're thinking, "Fuck, we got to get out of this."
Right.
And so Dad worked for RJR, which is a tobacco company, and RJ Reynolds, what it was, RJ Reynolds, and they bought Nabisco, and the companies merged. It became RJR Nabisco, and Dad had an aberrationally good year that year. Dad ended up becoming like the president of Nabisco and shit.
Wow.